Number 10, x is less than negative 1. But it can't equal negative 1, so that looks like u to me. The interval would start at negative infinity and go all the way to negative 1, but not include negative 1, so parentheses. Infinity always gets parentheses. 11. Oh, this is different. Negative 1 is less than x is the same as saying x is greater than negative 1. If you read right to left, that says x is greater than negative 1. So if it helps you to rewrite it, do that. So we're looking for an open circle at negative 1 and an arrow to the right. That looks like n. The interval, looking back at n, will start at negative 1 and go all the way to infinity. Negative 1 to infinity. But the negative 1 needs to have parentheses because it's not included in the solution set. This one can be rewritten as x is less than or equal to positive 3. Look at positive 3. I'm looking for a solid dot because it is included, and then an arrow to the left. And that's f. That solution set starts at negative infinity, goes all the way to 3, and includes the 3. So bracket on the 3, parentheses on infinity. Number 13, x is less than positive 3. Less than 3. Oh, I need an open circle at 3. That's why I'm not finding it. Looks like this top one, O, is less than 3, but not equal to 3. So that one's O. And that solution set starts at negative infinity. The least possible value goes all the way up to the greatest possible value, which is 3, but 3 is not included, so parentheses. X is not equal to 0, so it could be any value other than 0. That's P. That solution set goes from negative infinity to 0. 0 is not included, and then it picks back up at 0. Again, 0 is not included, all the way to positive infinity. I'm going to rewrite this one. X is greater than or equal to 0. So I need a solid dot at 0, which I have here, but the arrow is going the wrong way. I need the arrow going to the right, so that's W. The solution set starts at 0 and goes to positive infinity. The 0 is included, so I need a bracket on the 0. I'm going to rewrite this one, reading from right to left, as x is less than or equal to 0. That was the one right here, E. And the solution set goes from negative infinity all the way to 0. 0 is included, so bracket on the 0, negative infinity, positive infinity always gets parentheses. This one says 0 is less than x, which is the same as x is greater than 0. So I want to open circle at 0 and an arrow to the right. That looks like M. Looking back at M, the least possible value is 0. The greatest is infinity. Infinity always gets parentheses, and in this case, so does 0 because 0 is not included in the solution set. This one says x is less than 0. That would be J. That goes from negative infinity to 0. I'm in the bad That's interesting. I didn't even know I could do that. I'll write that solution set over here. Negative infinity to 0, not including the 0. Okay, if you see how this thing works. If you're interested in the riddle, you place the letter that we found for each problem underneath the number for that problem, and some of the numbers occur more than once. Like we found D for number 1. There's more than one D. So if you want to fill in those letters and find the solution to the riddle yourself, you can. Or I could just reveal it now, so pause if you don't want to know it. Why did the kangaroo see the psychiatrist? He wondered why he was feeling so jumpy. Hilarious. Alright. I don't know how this is working out for you. It's fine for me, but I realize it could be longer than the typical lesson, depending on how you're using the videos. I hope you're using them the best way possible. I make it clear at some points that you can skip ahead, like when I'm going over the homework. If you crush the homework, there's no reason for you to get all that feedback. But speaking of feedback, this is why I'm continuing to talk. On the discussion board each day, you're going to make a comment. So if you have a question about something, ask. If you have a feedback for me about how this is going or what you think about it, let me know. And of course, like I said, I need your assignment grades. So your grade for LO7A.1 and the Computation Go. I should be getting both of those from you today. Now, I'm not sure if I'm asking this too early, but if you've already done some Zoom lessons with other teachers, I'd like to compare that to the way I'm delivering these lessons. So I see some advantages and some disadvantages to all getting on Zoom at the same time. I won't make this overly long by listing them all, but I just want to get your feeling for, are you liking the Zoom lessons better? Do you think I should switch to that? Is this working well for you? Give me some feedback on the discussion boards, please. And class dismissed.